Hello everyone, welcome to another interesting episode of Special Sevens. Today our topic is Mahabharata. Have you guys heard of Mahabharata?
Yes.
Nice, perfect. So let me take a time to first introduce our guests. We have Dhiren and Daya. Thank you for being a part of our show. Dhiren, which grade are you in and what do you like to do?
7 and I like to play football.
Football, awesome. And Daya?
I'm in grade 11 and I like to draw.
Draw, okay, awesome. Thank you guys, and of course welcome Indra and Netra for the show. Shall we get started? Okay, Mahabharata. Mahabharata was written by Veda Vyasa, and it is one of the most epic stories that belongs to India, the Hindu culture. It is tightly connected with lots of our literature works. Mahabharata, and do you know what is the other equally popular book? Mahabharata and?
Ramayana.
Ramayana, yes. Today we are going to see a particular story inside Mahabharata. But let me first give an introduction about it. Mahabharata is mainly the battle between Pandavas and Kauravas. The Pandavas are the 5 brothers: Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula and Sahadeva. And the Kauravas are total 100 people. And Duryodhana, Dusasana, and then 98 more. I don't want to tell all the names. And the main story revolves around the battle for the throne in a particular war called as Kurukshetra War. It lasted 18 days in total. That's the high level of the story, but today we are going to focus on Dronacharya. Dronacharya is one of the characters in Mahabharata, and he is the master of archery, combat, strategist, and he knows how to handle a battle and so on. He was the guru of both the Pandavas and the Kauravas. The Pandavas are the good people here and the Kauravas are the evil, okay? But as a coach or a teacher, he trained both the groups. His favorite was Arjuna. Arjuna is the third son in Pandavas, right? The eldest son of Kaurava, Duryodhana, he was also a very good student. Dronacharya liked him too, but his most favorite was Arjuna. So, now let's go into the war. When the war actually started, Dronacharya was the commander-in-chief of the Kauravas, the evil group. There is a big backstory as to why he actually joined them, but on a high level, he was very loyal to his king and his king asked him, so he couldn't say no. But he actually knows that the Pandavas are the good people, and but still he is now fighting with the Kauravas. Okay? So he is their teacher, right? So Pandavas, how do they fight their teacher? He is so good. He is so good at archery, close combat and everything. So he is killing all the soldiers of the Pandavas. So Pandavas go get another help on their team. They call up their cousin Krishna to team up with them. Krishna is also a very powerful soldier, god and everything. So he comes up with a plan of how to defeat Dronacharya. So Krishna's plan is to fake Dronacharya's son Ashwatthama's death. So Dronacharya, the teacher, he has a son whose name is Ashwatthama. He is also participating in the war, and Dronacharya really loves his son. So what Krishna says is, and Ashwatthama is also a very strong fighter, it's not easy to kill him. So what Krishna says is, let's go find an elephant, we will name him Ashwatthama, and we'll kill him, the elephant. And then we will announce on the battlefield that Ashwatthama is dead. So to do this, he goes and asks Yudhishthira, the eldest son of Pandava, to do it. Now, Yudhishthira has a special woe. He will never lie. He can only tell the truth. So, how is he going to do this? So, Yudhishthira kills the elephant, and then on the battlefield he announces loudly, Ashwatthama is dead. I'm referring to the elephant. The second part he doesn't announce loudly, but he tells it in a low voice. So, according to him, he is telling the truth. But Dronacharya, he only heard the first part. So, Dronacharya, the fierce teacher, the warrior who is able to kill everybody, suddenly has a breakdown. His son is dead, right? So, he gives up all his weapons because Dronacharya is so good with his weapons. As long as he has his weapons, you cannot defeat him. Upon hearing this sad news, he puts down all his weapons, sits down, and starts to meditate. At that point, it's going to be easy to kill him, right? So, can Yudhishthira lie? No, he can't lie. He can only tell the truth. But he only said the first half, right? So what happened to Dronacharya then? He is without any weapons. He is sitting there and meditating, and Drishtadyumna comes and kills him. Once more, there is another backstory as to why Drishtadyumna comes and kills Dronacharya. It's also an interesting story, but on a high level note, Drishtadyumna's father and Dronacharya had a drift, and that's why he has a vengeance against him. Okay? So, what do you guys feel about this? Was Krishna's plan good? Did Dronacharya deserve to die? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think that they could have easily turned Dronacharya, right? To their side.
Like talking to him and persuading him?
Because he already understood, right? So I don't think there was a need to kill him.
Okay, good observation. But assuming that he is determined, he is very loyal to king, the Kaurava's king, and he has decided to take their side and he is battling for them. So then, is it fair for Krishna to do a plan like this? What do you feel?
Yeah.
You think it's inevitable for the good to win? They have to come up with a plan?
Mm-hmm. But was the teacher actually bad or good?
Was the teacher actually bad or good? He is actually a very good person, but he is also very loyal to his king, right? Yeah. So that's why he agreed to fight for them. Mm-hmm. In your own life, if you are facing a situation like this, would you consider a disruptive solution like this to do the right thing? Would you ever lie?
Maybe once or twice.
Once or twice, okay. Dhiren has a limit, once or twice, and then he's not going to do it anymore. But it is very interesting in the sense that all is fair in love and war. Mm-hmm. When it comes to war, Krishna, he had to come up with a plan to defeat him. Otherwise, the whole Pandavas will be defeated and evil is going to triumph, right? So, from Krishna's point of view, he did the right thing. That was the only way he could come up with a plan. From Dronacharya's point of view, all he had was love for his son. And when he heard the news, he gave up on the battle and he sat down and let all his weapons down. So, that was a famous saying, all is fair in love and war.
But Krishna could have used Arjuna as Dronacharya's weak point and then convinced him not to fight them
at that point,
killing him.
Without killing him, okay. I believe they actually tried talking to him, but he was determined. And only at a point when they have reached that it is hard to convince him, otherwise they had to come up with a plan to kill him. Okay, good. So, given that Dronacharya was such a good teacher, his name is still honored by all by the Indian government by giving an award called as Dronacharya Award to the coaches who train their students, right? Like for example, Gopi Chand, he is a badminton coach. He trained Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu, who won a lot of games and medals for India. So he is a recipient of a special award called as Dronacharya Award. And Mahavir Singh Pohit, he trained his own daughters and his family cousins to become great wrestlers. Do you guys know about him, or have you seen the movie?
Dangal.
Dangal, yeah, nice. So that's a very, very inspiring movie. He also received this Dronacharya Award. That's the reason behind the name of the award. Dronacharya was such a good teacher. Okay, that concludes our short story, and now it's time for us to test your knowledge. What was the name of Mahabharata's great archery guru?
Dronacharya.
Dronacharya is correct. That was probably very easy. Okay. How many days did the Kurukshetra war last? 18 days. Dhiran was so quick there. What was Krishna's plan to eliminate Dronacharya?
To get the elephant, name it as his son so that you do someone always tells the truth so he killed the elephant.
Yes, that's
Also
right.
started
To fake his son's death. Okay. Who wrote Mahabharata?
P. Govinda.
Gopita?
Veda.
Yes, Veda Vyasa. Yeah. There's another interesting fact that Veda Vyasa, he narrated the story and then Lord Ganesha sat down and wrote the
He
story.
broke his tusk and wrote it.
Did he? Did you read that in a book? I didn't know that. Good,
He
good.
broke his tusk and wrote it.
Wow, that's interesting. That's why he has a half tusk everywhere on the idols. Wow, very interesting. Okay, that concludes our special episode for today on Mahabharata. I'm really glad our guests could join us today. And hopefully you all learned a lesson from this interesting story and carry it forward in your careers or lives. Thank you once again, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.